Hey guys, so on Friday I posted about a book I've been reading and asked you guys if you'd like to know a bit more about the book, and some of you said yes. So, despite my struggles to sit in front of the camera, I will do it anyway because I think it's interesting and important to share these type of ideas when we have them. Um, so yeah, and this book is very interesting. When I actually picked up this book before the pandemic, and then I had the issue with my eye. I start seeing from my left eye. It's been surgery's been done. I've recovered 40% of it, but it's not 100% of course. So I still struggle to read, and I'm taking longer to read. I realize than I used to because my eyes get tired much quicker, obviously. And I had a review yesterday, and apparently my right eye is not making a lot of more effort than my left eye to see. I don't know how does that work. The brain is a very powerful tool because I would imagine that they work together for you to see. I would imagine that it doesn't actually switch off from this one to this one. It's just that something in my brain is wired to understand that I need to use this one more than I use this one because this one is not good enough. So now this one is getting bad very quickly. That was the conclusion yesterday with the ophthalmologist. But the hospital, the surgeons in charge of this one, said that after the surgery, they would need to review me like once or twice a year. And I've been going there since I had the surgery. So basically, toxoplasmosis can always be there, but they trying to avoid it to reactivate and make my eye go blind again. And ask me how does that work? I don't even know, but it looks like what it does when you activate. There's like a film that it puts, like tiny like film that it puts around my eye. So this it's like it covers my eye somehow. I don't even know how to explain that, guys, and I don't want to go into those details anyway right now. But I picked up on this book before the pandemic, and because the title was really interesting to me and I wanted to know what it was about. But as you can see here down, what it says: Never Eat Alone, the classic New York Times bestseller, Never Eat Alone, Keith Ferrazzi, and Other Secrets to Success, One Relationship at a Time. I do not like the idea of taking advantage of your relationships to get a step ahead in life. And I think that's why I don't like the idea of networking as well. um, like the crude essence of networking, which is, like minded people get together and find ways in which they can all grow. Because it doesn't work. In my opinion, it doesn't work because there's always going to be someone who's going to be more advantageous than someone else in these type of relationships. And I think that's why I don't like the idea of networking in that like crude sense of it, if that makes sense. I don't mind getting to know people, forming friendships, and then if for some reason we need to share knowledge, share resources and tools, then that's great. But I don't like going to someone specifically because you're gonna need their support in the future, and then get advantage of that in that moment. So I thought, oh, this book is not for me. I started reading it and then I was like, oh, I don't like this, and I put it away because also I read a couple pages. I think no, a couple chapters, and I didn't like it because I thought this is too much about networking. So, and I didn't read what it says in the back. I hadn't read it before. And it basically says the best selling business classic on the power of relationships. Again, I was like, I really don't like that. And then it says updated with in depth advice for making connections in the digital world. So this was actually updated. So in the beginning, there wasn't anything about digital world, which is great because that means it's like the old good days of networking where people actually got together because they wanted to get to know each other and they formed a friendship. For me, that's great. That's what I like. So I rejected the book, and only recently because, as I said, my eyes haven't been doing great. So I'm in this rush to read everything I can for some reason. Like I won't be able to read it ever again, and I can always use audiobooks. Or I can just learn Braille. I don't know why I'm in that mindset, but I guess it's different if you've seen before and then you know that you can slowly go blind. I think it's quite different. That's why. So I pick up the book again and I started reading it. I said, okay, I read 2 chapters last time. I'm gonna go to the third chapter and fourth and see what happens. If I still don't like it, then I really won't pick this book again. Well, I'm glad I did pick the book because I was pleasantly surprised. Because on the third chapter and fourth chapter, that's when the whole idea that I like and the whole idea that I'm gonna share with you is it starts to flourish in the book. Keith basically talks about the fact that when we have a business, or even if you don't have a business, if you want to go ahead in life, if you want to succeed in life, you cannot go alone. But he also says that you cannot go and make friendships with other people for the simple benefit, for the simple sake of benefiting from going ahead in life, which is what I agree on with. We cannot do that. So the idea behind this book is that go out there, make friendships with people, be honest, be kind, be open-minded, be receptive, and be available to other people. Be supportive to other people. Make real connections with people out there in the world. And then, the business side of things will come eventually if they need to come, or they might not come. Because that's not the goal of making friendships. You don't make friendships so you can flourish your business. But if the business comes to it, well then great. But the main idea of this book is be available, be useful, be supportive to other people in whatever way you can. And then if for some reason you will need these people, they will be available and they will be there for you as well. I really like that idea because for me, that's how things work. And it's true that we are not islands in this world. Nobody can just live on their own and be super hyper successful without needing the support of other people. That's totally true. But your family, your friends, people that surround you, they'll always be supportive of you regardless. However, if you yourself, you are there and available to other people first, you won't even need to go that far away when you need support to do your own things. People will be there and they'll support you because they know how honest and how authentic you are to them. And so I really enjoyed that idea in the book. I'm about to finish the book. I really liked it at this point. I don't want to tell you all about it. I just wanted to mention about it. So if you're interested, you can go and buy it yourself. So this is it. And it's a really good book. I actually really enjoyed it. And I like the fact that Keith also mentions that when you started a new project, I thought this idea is really brilliant. When you started a new project, think of the people around you that could actually help you in this journey. I think that is very interesting because not only because you're gonna go after people because you only need them, but because these are your friends that you made and family members that they actually will know other people, and those people will know other people, and before you even realize, your project will start getting a shape, and before you realize, your project's been realized, it's been done because you had all of these people around you with all of these resources available to you. And so when I think that I really didn't want to read the book because he said we should because he said that the secrets to success and one relationship at the time, I thought, oh, that sounds very exploitative. But then when you read what it really means, I thought, wow, that's a great idea. That's a great mindset out there that you're just being available and supportive to other people and being honest and authentic in your relationships, and that will come back to you. I really liked it. I really liked the idea. So I wanted to share that with you. So this video was meant to last 2 minutes and it's been 10 minutes nearly now. So I'm sorry guys. I'm just gonna post this on YouTube, I guess. And I hope you like these ideas that I shared about the book. And yes, I mean, if you like it, go ahead and purchase it, or if you want, I can post it. I guess I almost finished reading it and I really liked it, and I would like you guys also to read this book. It's amazing. Bye now.